Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, before we start the podcast, I do want to put out there for every $1,000 y'all spend on buying shirts, we'll give $5 to the homeless. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there, just let everybody know that the shirt money is actually going to good use. And every $1,000 that we earn from the shirts, we'll give $5 to the homeless out here in Kingsville. You know what I mean? So
they're just crack addicts. They're not really homeless.
yeah, I know. You know, I mean, but still, we'd help them out by the crack rock and stuff.
True.
But what's up, guys? Welcome to the Heavy Rollers podcast. Sorry we weren't here last week. I am Derek Nice Guy Bear. I'm accompanied with
Steven Graham.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry we weren't here last week. It was a hard week for everybody. I was in jail.
Just a work party again.
Yeah.
You're in jail again.
No. Yeah, Steven they had a work party to go to, and I was just tired, honestly. And I had church and a lot of stuff to do with the church as well. So I'm getting back into that community, and
Yeah, you've been talking about it for a while.
my back was out too. So
I'm loving the weather again.
Oh yeah, it's starting to cool down. Starting to be big man weather, heavy roller weather. That's what I call it, fat man weather. You know what I'm saying? Sit out there, and just be like a bear, rubbing your back up against a tree, just enjoying the weather. That's what I do.
Yeah, like right before we started the podcast, we were talking about feeling guilty for not going to class or like it's just like I don't know, like I don't know if I'm just getting burnt out because of work or if I'm just not having the same excitement anymore as when I first started. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's hard for me to get back into right now.
Yeah, I mean, yours.
It kind of sucks to like even like I don't know that we're a jiu-jitsu podcast and me and you both don't even train as much as we really should be training.
Yeah, we wouldn't train as much as we were a couple months ago. I think I have because mine's the whole ride situation. And also, like last week, my back was out. And the week before, my back was out too. I got a bad sciatic nerve, so I think sometimes it's good to take a break to kind of get refreshed with it. It's almost like a relationship. I feel like when you're having a bad time in a relationship, take a break and then come back fresh and ready to go. Because I want to come back in October fresh and ready to go. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I want to especially I want to start hitting every class I can get a ride to. And literally just come back ready to go, because I've been thinking a lot about jiu-jitsu. But do you feel this way? Do you feel like guilty if you like a jiu-jitsu like a post and you're like, damn dude, like I haven't been in like a week, so it's like
that's why like I don't even share it on my story either. I'm like, I haven't been going, so I don't have the right to.
That's kind of how I feel. I mean, I have shared some things of like the guys at the gym and stuff like that, so showing support and let them know that I'm still glad to be part of the team, and I'm still gonna come back. I might not come right now, but like I'm gonna come back. I do that a lot with things that I'm into. But yeah, like I think because jiu-jitsu is like, I know with me, it's kind of a part of me in a way now.
Yeah, for me, it's just the weekends. I want to go to open mat, but like we were talking when we had breakfast, it's more of the weekends now are for me just to catch up on sleep.
Yeah.
Because by Friday, dude, I have such massive bags under my eyes.
I can only imagine.
I'm just exhausted, dude.
That's why I didn't even ask you this morning if you wanted to go. And I was like, dude, he's probably dead tired, dude. Like, because those hours you work right now in my physical, like the way in my life, I couldn't do it. I couldn't wake up, at midnight.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm going to bed like around 3 a.m. anyway. But like, it's still like I can't wake up at midnight and go to work at like 1 a.m. That's crazy.
And I sleep like I post sometimes like I'll sleep for like 4 hours a night, dude.
See, that's another thing. Like I have to get like in order for me to have a good day, I have to get at least 6 hours.
Like I'd be getting,
and I'm going on 1 right now.
In 2 days, I'd get 8 hours of sleep. But staying awake for,
in my 20s, I used to be able to do
16 hours a day.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like when you get home at like what time you get home? Like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around there.
Like 3:30, yeah.
And you're like, like at the after work rush. Yeah. I don't know if you ever get that where like you're like, man, you're at work tired, you still get home, but you're like, fuck yeah, what I'm saying? I could do something, and then you're like, and then before you know it, it's like 9 o'clock at night, and you're like,
oh no, dude,
shit. That's what I do.
our show ends at 2, but then we have like a 30, 45-minute meeting.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so it's like 2:45, and then I go and change, and then by the time I get home, like so it's like 3:30, 3:45 sometimes,
Mm.
and then it's like I'm filthy, I'm dirty, and then all I do, I take a shower, and that shower even takes me more, it makes me even more tired.
Yeah.
But I don't take a nap because then I just got to get up, go pick up Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get like an hour and a half.
Yeah, like last week I saw you driving through Granite Shows, you and Ashley, and me and my buddy Skyler's wife were stopping at the store. So we had to go to Mar Falls, and I was off on Monday, and I saw y'all drive by. I was like, damn, that's why I was like, damn, it's late as hell. I said, boy, ain't gonna better get some sleep.
What day?
Monday, I believe. It was this last Monday or the Monday before. No, it was Monday before because I got paid that night.
Oh.
That's when my phone was off, so I couldn't say anything to you.
I don't know what I was doing that night.
You and Ashley were coming through Granite Shows. Looked like you just picked her up.
Oh, then yeah.
And I was like, damn, that dude's.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm up for like 16-hour days.
Yeah. Because I'm not really energized when I get off work, but I'm a wide awake. Where I'll go sit in my room, like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll just sit there.
Like I said, like I want to go to classes. Like I wanted to go to classes on Tuesday.
Yeah.
When Jesse was still there to go to the 4:30 class, but like, dude, there's times where I am just covered in concrete, and I just want to get that shit off of me because like lately,
yeah, I'm gonna try to get out there Thursday.
Lately, it's been irritating my skin. Like I have all these bumps.
Mm-hmm. That's what those
and I just gotta get home and shower as fast as I can to keep it because like even up here on my arm.
Mm-hmm. And plus, you don't want to go and roll with people with that on you.
No, that's why like I'm more considerate. Like like I'm way too dirty like to even to go. Like if I was driving a forklift all day and I really wasn't getting too dirty, I'd go. But lately, I've been doing more labor work. So
that's hard work over there, dude. Like I've heard a lot of stories and I've heard how hard work it is. That's why I was like, dude, I can't do that. Like, you know,
yeah, I've heard like some like oil rig guys will come and do this job for like 2-3 weeks and like, dude, this shit's just it's not for the easy.
Throwing those 180 to 100-pound bags of concrete. Yeah. And, that's how I hurt my sciatic nerve 2 years ago.
Because of that?
Yeah, we were making a concrete. It was a concrete countertop, and we were at this one house, and I was loading the bags the day before we were going to start working. Well, it ended up being delayed for a month, thankfully, and I couldn't work for a month because I couldn't hardly walk. But I ended up grabbing 3 of those fucking bags, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm tired of it. There's like 18 of them, and no one was helping me unload them. The other guys were like, sitting in the truck drinking a beer. And I was like, I want to get this unloaded so I can go home. And as soon as I turned with those 3 bags, my back went out, and I just hit the ground, dude. And everybody started running up to me. They thought I'd tripped, and I was like, nah, my whole leg went numb. And,
yeah.
But that's what happened to me last week.
I mean, I've lost like.
Yeah, I'm still saying, y'all losing weight. Everybody losing weight but me.
I think I've lost probably close to 35 pounds just because of this job.
I bet.
One,
I'm
only eating like once a day. Like throughout the week, it's once a day. It's 8 a.m. And I probably don't eat again until 8 a.m. the next day. Because again, I'm just so tired.
Is that like your lunchtime or something? Or?
Yeah. So from 2 a.m. to about 7:38 is when we get lunch. So then I'm not wanting to eat at night because I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to bed, and then I'm not trying to go to bed completely full. So I fast for almost 24 hours a day.
Yeah, you definitely want to go to bed full and stuff. But that's crazy. Everybody losing weight but me, I feel like. And I cut out sodas and everything. I do feel better,
dude.
Without energy drinks and sodas.
So I went almost 3 days with no energy drinks.
It's crazy.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again, dude. I was going through so much withdrawals.
I broke down last week and had a Dr. Pepper.
Dude, I was so irritable. I was so tired.
That's how it was the first day too.
By the 3rd day, I was like, dude, fuck this. I went to the gas station on my lunch break. I felt like an alcoholic before it relapsed, and I was like, oh.
That's another thing I've been trying to cut out is alcohol, but that's the hardest thing.
Yeah, I only drink on the on the weekends if I actually drink.
I drink with days that end with Y. But lately, I haven't had a beer or any whiskey since
Well, I
that
drank.
day. I had a soda like last Monday or Tuesday.
Well, I drank Friday and I drank Saturday yesterday. So
Hell yeah. Yeah, I
but
saw your story. I was like, that's dope, man. Y'all up on that rooftop. I was like, where in the hell is that? And it's like in my hometown.
downtown Marvel.
Yeah, like that's exactly where that art gallery on that road.
Yeah,
Me and my brothers did that floor.
it's literally right next. The bar is right next to Miss Lollipop.
Oh yeah, I used to have a crush on her. Like she used to be best friends with my mom. They grew up together. And when I was like in my teens, she was hot. You know, because I have a thing for older women. Well, I have a thing for most women, but it don't matter. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that lady. Now she looks old, but like, yeah, that lady's really nice. I remember she used to bring us like candy and stuff. And
Yeah, she is nice. I met her a few times.
she was dressed in her clown outfit one time and scared the shit out of me. That lady is like an entrepreneur, though, my mom said. Because she like started doing that clown stuff in high school and just started making money at it.
Damn.
So she was the only one in the area, you know? So, like, yeah, that's
For like kids' parties or what?
Yeah. And whatever, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
See, I used to dress like a clown, but I would kill people. So, no, I'm just kidding. Allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but like, yeah, that Marble Falls has grown a lot, man. I saw that bar y'all were at, and I was like, dang, dude, like,
It's an expensive bar, but it's a
Yeah.
nice bar. Like it's. I don't know if it's one of those bars where I'd want to spend like hundreds of dollars at, but
yeah,
if I'm feeling fancy, I'm go to that bar.
yeah. My favorite place is still Bear King.
Yeah,
Sponsor us. We
yeah, we gotta tag them.
got to tag the bear.
But nah, man, I like going back to jiu-jitsu. It's like
Yeah.
it's a fun sport.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it,
Me too.
but it just sucks 'cause the work. You know, I didn't think I'd ever miss going so much, but
Mm-hmm.
there's times where I feel guilty for not going or even talking about it on the podcast. It's
Yeah.
like, man, like I don't even know if I have the right anymore to even talk about
That's
jiu-jitsu.
how I feel. Like, I'm like, do I even have the right to like this meme about jiu-jitsu or share this video?
Yeah,
Like, as I shared a video, I shared a few videos from Triple Threat and also from Jesse's gym, Jesse and BK's gym, and I'm like, do I even right to share this right now? Because like,
I mean, not like anybody at the gym's really gonna like shame us for it, but
no, they
it's
understand.
still like it's the subconscious thing where I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, do I really have the right to post this?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. It's like, and I'll be like, I don't know if I have the right to post that, you know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, do I even have the right to like it?
Well, that and
You know what I
plus,
mean?
I've been trying to get another car. I've been car searching
Nice.
for like the last week and a half, and so that's the
Yeah.
other thing that's I've been busy with is like researching cars or looking at going to dealerships and trying not to get over fucking screwed on cars.
Yeah.
Like,
Bring me with you.
huh?
Bring me with you, and I have a talk with myself.
Like yesterday, I went to go. I know Friday I went to go look at a car,
Mm.
and it was a nice car. I thought it was gonna work out, but then I noticed it had a crack on the windshield, like
Mm.
two cracks on the windshield, and they were asking too much for it at the time. And then they weren't wanting to work with me on my payments.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, it's not gonna work out. Like, I'm gonna spend at least $700 on a new windshield.
Yeah.
That's I.
I know
No.
a pretty good place in over in Tobyville by the Sweetberry Farm, but I think that's Tobyville, is it? Yeah, it's Tobyville. But like, I know a pretty good place out there, but like, they're still gonna charge you arm and leg.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I've been up to. But then my buddy that I work with, Bobby, he's big into paintball. And the last like month, dude, he's been trying to get me to play paintball with him. So I said, "Fuck it." So I'm gonna go next Sunday
nice.
to somewhere in Austin, I guess, where they have
Mm.
like a big paintball area.
Hell yeah.
So I said, "Fuck it, I'll go." So knowing me, I'm probably gonna get addicted to doing paintball. And I think that's another thing I don't like. Not that I'm burnt out from jujitsu,
Hmm.
or I just don't have the motivation or something anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's not anybody really at the gym, and I think it's just I don't have the drive anymore to really want to train. To
Yeah.
like, there's nothing exciting for me anymore,
Yeah.
and I think that's why I need to find something else
Hmm.
to do for a while, and then go back to jiu-jitsu and then have that same like, oh,
that's what I was thinking about with lifting weights.
Yeah,
I was thinking about starting to like because my sister lives at a place where they have a gym. She's like, I'll give you my key whenever you need to go over there, and you can go in there at my gym and lift weights or whatever. And I'm like, all right, because I kind of want to start working on that too. But like at the same time, like I don't ever want to quit jujitsu, but I will. Like I'm saying, I'm taking a break right now. You know, it's gonna be pretty cool when I come back. I feel like, and only thing that sucks about the break thing is mostly charged because I don't have a ride, but like mostly charged because I don't have like like a ride or I don't have like sometimes the drive either. And it's like and there's been a lot of things happening with like my body, like my back and stuff and my heart.
Yeah.
But like it's funny because like I'm like, dude, I know when I come back I'm just gonna be like starting over because I always forget. It's like like when I'm going for a little bit, I'll start getting like pretty good in my rolls, and then like I rolled with Skylar the other night at his house, and I'm like, oh my, what am I doing? Like this is like stuff I did on day one. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of things that I noticed when I was fucking up at even as a white belt, and I'm like, damn, dude, like, and I think that's like that just goes back to the muscle memory or whatever. But I don't see how some of them guys that don't go for a long time then come back like 3 years later, you know what I'm saying, and still remember it,
like you said, muscle memory.
Yeah.
And they still watch videos, so they know
Yeah.
what everything looks like.
That is true. This morning I went down a jiu-jitsu rabbit hole watching videos, and that's when I felt like, should I be watching? Like, am I even like a jiu-jitsu dude anymore? Should I even wear the shirt? That's why I didn't wear my jiu-jitsu shirt today. I wore my Joey Diaz shirt. I feel like I was being like well, just one guy. I ain't gonna say his name, but like he always tells me how he's gonna go in the gym and stuff, and bro, and put me in an arm bar. And I was like, do it whenever, bro. I'm ready for you. And like he was a white belt too but he had to leave because of his family and stuff too. So I can't hate on him, and I can hate on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. But I'll see some of the guys that go to the gym and they're like, "Oh yeah, I haven't been in a while." So yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I don't want to guilt because I guess they feel like they have to like when you go to the gym with someone, they feel like you have to explain.
Why you haven't been there?
Yeah, like
I mean, most people at the gym know why I don't.
Yeah, and most of most of the main people I talk to know why I ain't in there either. Because if I had a car, yeah, there would be every chance I got, I'd be there. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be there 7 days a week because I have a job that works nights, but I would definitely be there 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, easily.
Or more, just because I love that place so much. It's literally there's only 2 places in Mar Falls where I feel comfortable, and that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? The other one's my church, but I even feel more comfortable in Triple Threat than I do church. And I'm gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? I hope it don't piss anybody off, but or that goes to my church or anything, but still I just feel like, you know what I mean? It just feels good to be in there sometimes, you know what I'm saying? With like you and Jesse and Dakota and say Eric and Tommy and just like everybody that's pretty much there, Mario, David, you know what I'm saying? BK or whatever. Whoever's in there, it feels good to be around those dudes sometimes because like they're uplifting, and it's also I miss it,
Oh yeah.
The only problem I have is like I've been like, you know what I'm saying, like drinking more, except for this last week. But before that I started drinking more heavier like I did when I lived in Killeen. And I was like, I know where this is leading, bro. I gotta get my ass back in there, or at least get my ass into doing some jujitsu because I'm an addict, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta do something. But like I was limping around the other day with my back. My mom's like, why don't you just quit that stuff? I was like, no. I said, I might take a break for a month or something, but you bet your ass I'm gonna try to get my way back in there, and I'm gonna have a good time. It's like everybody, like I enjoy going there. It was the first place when I first moved back down here that was welcoming. So it was pretty dope. I don't do it for belts or anything. I just do it for the community mostly, and also it's fun.
Plus, yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm not even gonna. Like, I'm not looking at competitions. Like I said, I don't have the drive anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what hit me or what. It's just something one day I was just like, man, I'm not feeling it anymore. Yeah. I don't know if it's just the excitement or
it might be
that and all the stress from work and life. I've just lost the.
And plus, at one point, you were going almost every day.
The only day I was really missing was Wednesdays back.
Yeah.
Like a year ago, I was going 6 days a week.
Yeah. I was going 3.
almost 3 hours a day.
Yeah, it was a year ago. You were going like 6 days a week. I was going like 3, and
because I was going Monday's class from Jesse's was at 6:30 to 7:30, and then it was Tuesdays.
Yeah, that was my favorite class.
Mario's class, and then
Yeah,
it was
Mario's.
Jesse's, and then it switched to Jesse's, and then to Mario's. And then,
Let's see, I used to go Monday and Tuesdays because I was off Monday and Tuesday.
Yep.
And I'd go, I do like Jesse's and Mario's class on Tuesday. Then on Monday I'd do Jesse's, and then I'd sometimes because Skylar quit going for a while too, and sometimes when Skylar was going, we'd go in the mornings.
Yep.
You know, we like on a Wednesday and Friday mornings, which that was pretty fun. But that's a great way to start your day to be all pumped up because I get like a adrenaline rush.
I don't know. I'm so tired after jiu-jitsu if I go in the morning. So 3 times I did, I was like, dude, I don't know. This ain't for me. I just want to go home.
Well, I was tired, but I was like, since my job, most time, even when I open, it's 10 a.m. So I still had time to go home and like take a shower and rest. And I'd come in and I'd be kind of pumped up, you know, a little bit, you know. But then the tiredness would hit me, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'd be limping around because you know how like the adrenaline rush wears off, and you're like, fuck, I'm sore now, and you're limping. Like, that's one of the coolest shit. Like,
but yeah, I think I'm gonna start getting into paintball for a little bit. Do that.
Yeah.
Get my body.
My buddy, we used to paintball in 7th and 8th grade. Yes, Skylar. And we had a buddy. His dad was a Navy SEAL. And our buddy was like, he was kind of an asshole, but his dad was a diesel mechanic. So he bought all of us paintball guns. We had to keep it at his house. And he'd say, if you guys do your chores, because he would tell us, like, he would work our asses off while he was at work.
Yeah.
We had to clean his house because we could paintball. But what him and my buddy's big brother would do is they give us 5 minutes. They go outside and hide. So as soon as we walk back on the back porch with our guns loaded and ready to go, the motherfuckers would ambush us. Dude, like, we were into paintball pretty hardcore in that years.
Yeah, see, I haven't shot a paintball gun since I was probably like 10, maybe somewhere between 10 and 13 years old. That's been a long time, and that's when those guns were not
like the
that good.
Like they were plastic and it was jammed.
Yeah, dude, my coworkers I'm gonna go with. Dude, their guns alone are $1,500 a piece, dude. Just the gun. That doesn't count everything together. And they're like, I was like, what's the cheapest one? And they showed me it was like $700, $800. I was like, God damn, dude. Like,
back in the day.
But these guns are like paper light, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they brought one the other day to work, and I felt it. And I was like, am I even holding it? Dude, and like, they were telling me the specs. Like, they're shooting 200 balls in like 10 to 15 seconds, dude. And they're just like showing me like how fast the trigger is, and I was getting so excited, dude. To like
me and one of my family members, when I first moved back to Kingsland from Liberty Hill the first time, when I was 20, allegedly what would happen was we'd be driving in the car, and we'd pop out on other cars, and or they would. That was allegedly. I think it's been like 18 years, so it's not like, you know.
Yeah.
But like they got in a lot of trouble for that. But I remember having one. We'd just be shooting each other with paintball guns all the time.
Dude, they hurt. The last one, I know how bad they hurt.
But in the freezer,
yeah,
that coldness, because they don't freeze the paint, but it'll cold and it'll splatter.
Yeah, it makes the ball a little bit harder.
Yeah,
to fucking last. But yeah, I remember the first time I ever got hit with a paintball. It was right here on the side of my head on the temple.
Ooh.
And I remember I think I went out because how hard it hit me.
I bet. But I've been hit like. Luckily, one time, like I had the mask, but it hit me right in the eye on the mask, and then I got hit in, like right next to my nuts. Like right next to him, I was like, God dang! Like God was looking out for me because like it was always close call. I got hit in the ass one time, like right in the crack. That shit hurt.
I think I got hit right on the cheek, dude, and my cousin got me, and I was like, and I had a bruise for like a couple of days. That one sucked.
Well, yeah, my buddy's dad was like an ex-Navy SEAL, and you ask Skylar. He would fucking ambush us, and we'd be like, and we're just sitting there like, we couldn't even leave the porch sometimes.
Have you seen videos of like paintball tournaments?
Like, not in a while,
dude.
We went to a few of them in Austin when we were younger.
Yeah,
man, we got our asses whooped. Motherfuckers were ruthless, dude. We used to do that and laser tag. Yeah, that's my luck. Yeah, that's my luck right there. That's Derek Rivera luck. He just knocked all his paintballs everywhere.
Dude, and that's crazy because like people don't even care that they drop like the ball, dude. Like that's right there. That's like $40 worth of paintball balls
Yeah.
that he just dropped, dude.
He's all, fuck it, $40 ain't nothing.
Dude, and then like we're doing these at night in November.
Yeah.
In Katie or some shit like that. Dude, like I'm so excited, dude.
I don't think that'd be fun as fuck.
Like, look at how fast their fingers are going, dude.
Yeah.
That's 200 balls every like 10 seconds, dude.
Oh yeah.
And
also, you could barely press on it and it goes off.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, they brought it to work the other day, and there was no canister, there was nothing on it. But like the lightest touch was like you can feel it. And I was like, dude, I was so excited.
That's how our old one was.
But yeah, so they have their own league, like their own team, but like 2 guys just quit for some reasons. I don't know why, but so now they're trying to recruit me to join their team. And they're like, well, we'll go next Sunday, practice it out, see if you actually like it or not, and then
be like real life Call of Duty.
Because like the 2 guys that I'm close with at work, they each have 3 guns, and they're like, you can use one of our guns until you have enough money to buy your own. And I was like, it's sick. But even then, like, dude, I'm kind of excited.
I'd do it. If I were you. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? I know, we're jiu-jitsu guys, but it's definitely good to try something else too.
Oh yeah. Again, I think that's why I need that excitement to like get my mind off of jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I'll probably get back to the mat and then have that same drive, that same energy, the same love again.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's like a relationship almost.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take a break, like sometimes you got to fuck someone else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's kind of going, because you don't want to keep pushing yourself and then get to where you hate it. And then be like some of those other guys that just never came back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Terry, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't been back in a while.
Yeah.
And he was really good, but I guess he just got burned out, and he keep pushing himself, but and that's one thing that's one of my fears too, is like to like look back and be like, damn, I should have just took a break when I could, you know what I'm saying? Because find some, like, it's okay for a man to have 2 or 3 different hobbies, I think, what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's people at the gym.
Yeah, that do other things.
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot of them at the gym do that running thing.
Yeah, dude, I can't run.
Yeah, I couldn't do it either.
I don't think I could. To be honest, I don't think my knees would take it.
Me too. I was imagining. One day I was imagining, I was like, what if they invited me and Steve? I said, it would be literally, we'd be in your car driving by them.
I'd be that dude that walks, dude.
Yeah, I'd be the dude that walks too. I'd be way behind everybody. You know how slow I am.
Yeah, I'd be in the back.
I'm a slow moving old outlaw.
Yeah. I think I won't even finish the run part. I think I'd have someone pick my ass up. If I'm being honest, I would.
For real. But that shit looks dope to me. Like, everybody has like other things they do too,
Yeah, I see like Willie be running like 6 miles. I'm like,
yeah,
fuck.
Willie's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta admit, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them are. Like, Mario, he's that dude too.
Yep.
Jesse's him. You know what I'm saying? They all that dude. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own things they like to do that they're really good at. Unfortunately, mine is I can't do mine here. My other, thing I like to do, but I need to find. I think that's what I'm thinking about getting into weightlifting a little bit. I wish I could do stand up comedy. That's when I blow everybody out of the water. I feel that because that was the first thing I ever did in my life that I was actually good at, and I was better than a lot of people in the room. And it was my first time doing it. I remember they thought I've been doing comedy for years.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah,
dude. Ever since you had that breakfast, my throat, my throat fucking hurts right now.
Yeah, mine kind of does too.
Like, I feel like wheezy in my throat and dry. It's all stuff. Freaking.
Well, I have allergies going on, like, because of the weather. Yeah, that's why I didn't go to church this morning too. I didn't sleep real well. I told the guy that gives me a ride to church, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to skip out on church. You going to the gym? And I was like, because usually I told him, I might go to the gym first, then go to church. I just meet him at church. He goes, all right, well, let me know. But I was like, hey man, I'm not doing anything, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get up later and do my podcast. And that's what I'm doing,
Dude, if I got a paintball gun, would you want to shoot it with me?
Yeah.
Just shoot it right here at the house?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be shooting it like all kinds of things.
I'll look at some cheap ones. I'll fucking save up some side hustle money.
That's what I'm saying.
Buy us one just so we could fuck around.
That's why I'm trying to get that other job. I don't want to talk about it right now. My next career move. but I hope it's a good one. And that's why I'm trying to like. Also, that's also why I'm trying to do that because I'm a single dude. I shouldn't be able to like be broke after all the bills.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like because at one point when I lived in Killeen, I always had at least $300 to $3,000 in my bank account at all times. You know, because I was single and I only paid $900 a month for rent. Then I paid for my phone, and I lived with somebody. I rented a room, so I paid $900 for that. Now it's counting the electricity I use and the water and and everything. And then my paychecks were big because I was working a lot of hours and plus my commission checks because I used to sell a lot of bottles.
Yeah.
So I wish this job had commission because I'd be fucking sore. I got a guy the other night hit me $80 on the credit card.
Damn.
He goes, the only reason why he didn't give me 100 is because the machine wouldn't let him do over 80.
Damn. That's good.
He's like, you got tits too. I said, thank you.
Yeah,
hey, thanks for noticing my titties, bro.
That you do, bro. You got nice ones.
Yeah, that's what he said too. He's like, all them girls in here flaunting their titties and get more tips than you, and you work harder.
And you hide them.
Mm-hmm.
You hide them better than most.
I'm more of a conservative hoe.
No, but you do free the nip though. I think that's what a lot of people.
Oh
yeah, they like the knob braless thing.
Oh yeah,
that you got going on.
Exactly. I just feel like it's too binding, and I feel like I should be a free person, and I feel like women should feel the same way.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I think paintballing will be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And we'll always have jiu-jitsu and stuff, and I think because I'm gonna try to go back as soon as I can. But like I said, I'm probably gonna only be going like 2 or 3 times a week. But I'm definitely gonna because I enjoy jiu-jitsu. I enjoy rolling.
Yeah,
it takes out a lot of stress.
Well, that and with Jesse and BK opening a new gym, which is I'm super happy for them.
Hell yeah, big shout out to them.
Yeah, they deserve it. So
Submission Empire.
Yeah, Submission Empire. So, dude, I'm
following your dreams, man.
Yeah.
I remember when Jesse first did my first podcast on the old Morning Beer podcast.
Yeah.
Him and Skyler did my podcast when I first moved back down here. And he told me that was one of his dreams. And I was like, when I saw that they did that, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I was so happy for them, because it's like, bro, that's like, once you're following your fucking dreams, that's awesome. Like,
yeah.
I'm always happy to see people win, bro.
Yeah.
You want to say what you're going to say? I know.
I forgot now, dude.
Oh.
I forgot.
Because you're saying something with Jesse opening a new gym and stuff like that.
Damn, dude, I have a brain fart right now.
My bad for interrupting.
I totally forgot what I was going for.
I know what that is. I know like if I ever have a chance to go to Land Passes, I definitely want to check it out.
Oh, yeah. I was saying I want to go back, but now with Jesse and BK opening the gym,
yeah,
I don't know how the new schedule is going to be at Triple T. Because I don't know who's teaching Jesse's class at that 4:30. That'd be the only class that I could really make it and still have time to spend with Ashley. If I go to Mario's class, that doesn't end until 6:30.
Yeah,
and then I go to bed by between 7:30 and 8.
I've been wanting to hit,
and that's even pushing it, dude.
Yeah,
if I go to bed by 7:30, I get at least 4.5.
That's what I was telling Skyler if he's off one day. I was like, I said we should go to the gym and let me hit Jim's class. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he has a beginner for the white belts like me and stuff like that.
Yep.
And Marshall was telling me it's really beneficial for guys like me and him, because me and Marshall were talking about how we don't learn, I guess, as fast as some other people. Not like we're dumb or anything. It's just
it doesn't regulate you. It doesn't stay in your head fast enough for you to comprehend on what truly is happening.
Yes,
so with Jim's classes, it is a slower pace. There is no rolling, is what I've been told. So you guys are literally just drilling the whole time, which I think is very beneficial for a lot of people,
especially like a white belt.
Yeah, but
yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind hitting up Jesse and them's gym. Gym.
If I probably on a Friday where I know I'm not working that next day, because again I work every other weekend. I work. I was supposed to work this Saturday, but they said no work, so I took the advantage and slept as much as I could. But if I know that they're gonna have classes on Friday, so maybe on a Friday, if you're down or whatever, if you're not working that night, I'll come back, pick you up, and then we can drive on passes and go to Jesse and BK's class. So I know it's gonna be later in the afternoon. We got time. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. We'll work something out to go see them.
That's the bittersweet moment. That's the bittersweetness about it is that.
And there you go, dude. Now you can say you cross-trained.
Yeah.
Because technically, it's a different gym, different environment, different people.
Hell yeah.
I mean, granted, you know the two owners / coaches, but you don't know. You just don't know the people that
I
are
don't know
actually
some of the
training
people
there.
that will be there. You know.
So it's all new for you.
Hell
Again, that's now you can say if we do go, you can say, "Oh, I've cross trained at this gym."
That'd be pretty dope. I think cause I was always wondering about that too, but I was always nervous because I didn't want to make Triple Threat look bad. Because I didn't want to go like to where what's that gym in Temple?
Legends.
Legends. Yeah, I didn't want to go out there and be like, get fucking completely annihilated by these guys, and then be like, oh, you go to Triple Threat? Damn, dude, they must not be. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't represent the whole team. I'm just the guy that has a really bad memory, and you know what I'm saying.
They're cool, bro.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are, but it's just like with me. That's how I think.
Like I want to go back to Waco. Go train at Select.
You know what's funny? That mobility monster guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so like one day Marshall saw one of his videos where he's he's shrimping with all the weights on him, and I was like, Steven rolled with that guy, right? He goes, no. I said, yeah. I said, he's over in Waco. I said, that dude picked Steven up over his head. And he goes, and Marshall was like, what the fuck? Like he was like, no way. I was like, yeah, dude, for real.
I still have that video, dude.
And I was like,
forget that day.
And I was like, dude, I said, I never seen nothing like it. That dude's insane.
Yeah, Ty's a awesome human being, man. Like I'll text him every so often, and me and him will just bullshit on on Instagram about random ass things. And he's always trying to get me to go and shoot guns with him. So I'm like, maybe one day I'll go up there just go shoot guns with him. And his son's cool too.
Yeah,
and I'll go shoot guns with him and his son. And he's always trying to get me to go eat, dude.
Heck yeah.
He's like, dude, I know you love food, man. He's like, you gotta come, I'll barbecue you some food. And I was like, all right.
I feel like that guy would be cool to hang out with.
Oh yeah,
I just watch a lot of his videos. I follow him on Instagram, and I'm like, dude, this guy.
He's the only person I like. When he grabs me, it's like one of those like I know.
Yeah,
I'm in for a fucking. I'm fighting for my life off this grip.
I'm fighting for my life
because his grip is so strong, man. Like it's ridiculous. Not like Jesse doesn't have a strong grip or anything like that, but it's like Ty's grip is like something else.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he collar tied me, and I thought I got away, and then the next thing I know, he grabbed my wrist, and I was like, "Oh, my wrist is done for. I'm not getting away from him now."
It's like, damn it.
And then he picked me up, and then I just remember I'm looking at the ceiling, and then I'm looking at the mat. And I'm like, damn, he just picked my fat ass up.
I wouldn't know if someone took me off the ground. It's only happened a handful of times in my life. And like when I do, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm so heavy. It's like, this is not supposed to go down. But
yeah, a lot of those guys at Select hit me up. They're like, man, we haven't seen you train. Like, you good?
Yeah.
Are you hurt? Are you going to come back? I'm like, nah, I'm just taking what is that called? A sabbatical?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just relaxing, trying to get my body under wraps right now with the new work schedule and everything.
Yeah.
But that's one gym I probably I want to go back to again. Like,
hell yeah.
Every time I've gone, it's always so much fun, dude. There's one white, I think he's a blue belt now. There's one guy, he damn near almost broke my fingers. Because, I don't know if he was just spazzing out or what, but I remember one time I thought I broke my index finger with them.
I was trying not to be the spazzy white belt.
Because he kicked because he was trying to do something. And all I remember is my finger went back and touched my hand or my wrist area. And I was like, oh, and I couldn't feel my hand or that finger for like a good 5 minutes. And they do like 10-minute rounds.
Ooh.
So like for the first 5 minutes, I had no feeling in this hand. And then it came back. But then when I was done rolling, my fingers all swollen.
And folks, if you've never done a 10-minute round, I'm going to tell you this. It don't seem like it's a long time. But until you're rolling,
it's a long time.
Like one time, me and Eric were rolling, and it was Jesse said the 10-minute rounds, and I remember like going, dude, when the fuck is this bell gonna go off? Like, and then I look over, and it's like still has 5 minutes left, and I'm like 5:39. I remember, I'm like, What the like?
Yeah, over there, their clock is the size of this box.
Oh no!
So then they move it around so you can't see.
Oh,
so you have no idea like what time they put on there, and all you hear is just the ding ding sound, and it's like, fuck, is that the end? Because it goes if you go 10 minutes at the 5 minute round, it goes ding,
yeah.
and then when it's at the end of the 10, it rings like 3 times, so that way you know it's done. So because the first time I heard the ding, I was like, oh shit, round's over with, and the guy was still going. I was like, brother, he's like, no, this is a 10 minute round. I was like, oh fuck.
Yo, really? Come on, dude.
And I was already tired because I was trying not to get hurt. I was trying not to get tapped.
I remember like when like it was like last year or somewhere early this year, Jesse put a 10-minute rounds one time, and he would not let me go sit down. He's like, all right, Derek, roll with blah blah, roll with Steven. All right, Derek, roll with I'm like, oh, but it was all fun though. By the end of it, I felt like I accomplished something. That was the time we were riding home and we was just like no radio on.
Oh yeah,
and we were both just like looking
super tired. I remember that.
Like you were just driving, zoned out. And I'm just looking at the window, zoned out.
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's probably how it's gonna feel if I go back for a full class again.
That's how I know it's gonna feel. Like it's gonna be one of those. But I miss it, a lot. But like I said, like I was saying earlier, what I'm saying, you definitely shouldn't push yourself if you're not feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to resent it.
And I think I am starting to not like completely resent it, but I just don't. Like I said, I just don't have the. Can't say not the love, but not the drive at the moment.
Because like me, like I think I would have like. I always say I wish I would have started when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad I didn't because I had such a shit attitude. Like I would have felt like I didn't want to do it, and then I'm like, fuck, I ain't never going back. And I never would go back. But now, like, I'm glad I started at this age. It just sucks because my body's like in bad shape. It's like, damn, like I could step wrong and my fucking knee will start hurting. Like I went to go catch a baby at the food bank the other day. I was running in front of the car, almost ran out in front of the cars, and sorry, but I caught a baby, right? I caught someone's baby. I saved someone's baby.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say I'm cool or nothing like that, but like when I stepped down, I hurt my knee, and so I was limping for 3 days. So it was like, so now I wish I would have started. I wish I would have been better shape, like when I started. But that's one thing that like stops me a lot is like aches and pains too. That's funny, Marshall. My boy Chris. One second, I'm gonna text him back, let him know that I'll call him when I get home later. Damn, that man called me at 6:30 in the morning the other day. I said, you know better. But yeah.
But yeah, I think paintball is gonna be a good thing to get into.
Yeah.
Hang out, find something different to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna start doing for right now.
I think like I need to do something too. Like I need to find more hobbies too because like as a single guy, I think that'd be good for me instead of sitting at home moping. Like when I'm not like being able to go to jiu-jitsu, I wouldn't mind going do something else or what I'm saying, even go for walks.
And it sucks is like I have the sponsorship and feel bad because I have not trained, I have not promoted them, and it's like one of the things. It's like I'm not, I would not be upset if they're like, just gonna cut you off. I would
have been upset. No, I was kidding.
But then
I get mad.
I can't because like I've done it to myself. For not promoting them. So it's like I would understand at that point.
Yeah, most definitely. But I'm like, I'd get mad for you. I'd call him and talk to him. Hey, look, he has to work. All right, y'all ain't got no jobs. You ain't got no jobs.
But yeah, no, dude. Like life right now is pretty. I would say it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm making good money now.
Yeah.
I'm not stressing so much about I can't pay this bill or anything. It's more.
That's a good feeling.
It's more of like, man, I just don't have time to do nothing now.
Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off. I think like it's like either.
And the guys at work love this 2 to 2. This 2 to 2. Personally, I don't like it, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you have so much things to do. I'm like, not really, dude. Like we work at a shitty ass time.
Yeah.
We go to bed hella early.
Yeah.
Like there's really not much and then like if you have a wife or whatever, Dude, she's gonna be at work. You're not even gonna have time to spend with her at that point.
Yeah, you're gonna get off work or she's gonna get off work and you're going to bed.
Yeah, that's
so you can
pretty
get
much how it is right now.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
can get at least 5 hours of sleep.
like I would rather, to be honest, I'd rather go in at 4 in the morning.
Oh, I bet.
And get off at 2.
Yeah.
That way, I come home, have more time to spend with Ash,
Mm-hmm.
and
Which
then
is very important.
which get more, and then possibly get more sleep.
Hell yeah.
Like I know some of the guys I work with are getting like the same amount of sleep I get. It's like, bro, you know this is killing us, right?
Yeah.
Like this is killing us slowly with the amount of sleep that we get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
But no, they fucking love this 2 to 2 shit, bro.
I wouldn't, but that's
no,
just me.
I don't, dude. But like, I'm at this point, fuck, I've already been here 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
I'm saying, at least you're making good money and stuff. You know, that's always there's always a downside to everything, I guess. Because like at my job, for instance, I have time to get some good sleep and stuff. I don't have enough hours. I barely get my bills paid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my bills get paid. Like, yeah, I'm broke right now, but like I ain't got to worry about my lights or water getting turned off. I ain't got to worry about getting kicked out on the street. Well, maybe just because you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know how family is.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just like they fucking they love this shit, dude.
Some people do, man. Like I remember when I worked at this place called Solomon. We worked at well, first we were working for a while. We started working at the 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it was 2:30 p.m. we'd get off, and because we'd have a 30-minute lunch at 12. But like, and we'd go 4 days a week, which was cool. But I was like, dude, how do y'all do that? And like a lot of the guys were just loving it. They're like, heck yeah, dude, I get to go home, spend time with my family. And how? Like, cause I'm going home and I'm just like, of course they fired me for allegedly throwing a tool at somebody. But that's just me without hardly any sleep. I got mad at this dude Daniel and threw a tool at him.
I remember
Threw a drill, yeah. That was a $600 drill. Well, shouldn't have gave it to me, stupid ass.
Some people ask me like, "Oh man, what are you up to?" Literally work.
Yeah,
legit.
That's what I asked you yesterday. Then
I don't got time to really do anything. Like one dude, Bobby, the one that's getting me into paintball. Motherfucker lives an hour and a half away from work, dude. Like so we get off at 2, or
so he ain't home till like 4 o'clock,
4:35.
Yeah, and then he got to go straight to bed.
Well then, but then he spends time with his lady.
Oh,
and his kid.
Man.
So it's like, dude, I don't know why you love this shit for. This is terrible.
Some people do, man. Some people like find jobs they really love. Like my job, I love it. I just wish I had more hours. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't say I love my job. I like my job.
Yeah.
Again, because all my bills are getting paid. I'm not stressing about any of that anymore.
Yeah.
I just would rather go in fucking later.
Yeah.
And get out later. That's all I want, dude. Just give me that fucking. I don't care if I even gotta go in at 3:30.
Yeah.
Still, I can go to bed at like 8:39.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to bed when the sun's still up.
Oh.
When the sun's still up and it's just shining.
That's why I don't really text you during the week. I'm like, I don't want to bother them. Like there was somebody going to tag you in was a self-driving forklift. And I was going to tag you in that, but it was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, dude, I don't want to wake him up or.
I have my phone on Do Not Disturb after a while.
But like I was like, I didn't want to bother him. I know he has to be up in a couple of hours.
Like I have one friend, my buddy Matt, dude. He calls me like 10 o'clock California time, which is midnight here.
Yeah.
And there's times where like I've literally woken up at the exact same time he's calling me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I just got up." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'm heading to work." He's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Let me call you back when I'm like driving to work." And he's like, "All right."
My buddy in Florida will call 11 o'clock their time and 10 o'clock our time. And want to talk to like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it's only an hour difference.
Yeah.
But he'll call like 2 hour difference. And it's like, damn.
And my buddy in LA, I never knew y'all were 2 hours behind over there until my buddy in LA told me.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like, the one time I was like, man, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm about to hit the bed. He's like, it's 8 here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, there is times where I forget, and I've called my parents at like 8 in the morning, and it's only 6 there. My dad's like, what happened? I'm like, no, I'm just saying good morning, like, see what you're up to. He's like, still sleeping, jackass.
He's like, it's 6 a.m. Bro.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like when I first got here to Texas, that was a hard thing to adjust to. Was like the time difference.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Because I remember when the very first time I moved to Texas, I was on a plane, and I arrived in the Texas at like 11:30 midnight,
Mm-hmm.
and I had work at 5 in the morning.
Dang.
So my body was like not trying to go to sleep because technically it's only like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm used to staying up till 10 o'clock back at home. So I think I slept for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then got up to go to work. I was like, that first like week and a half of trying to adjust to this time frame was so hard.
Oh, I bet. I couldn't do it.
Like now when I go back home to go visit, 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock there, 10 o'clock here. 8 o'clock, I'm ready to go to sleep. My parents are like, only 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, it's not. It's 10.
You know what's trippy? And my buddy in Florida calls me sometimes, and like it's like 9 o'clock there and 8 here. And he's like, and it'd be pitch dark outside. So we do a video call, and it's still daylight here.
Yeah.
And that's what trips me out.
Well, just like if you call somebody in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's already dark over there. Well, right now it's still
Oklahoma sucks. I'm just kidding. Anybody from Oklahoma listening, I'm sorry.
I've only been to Oklahoma a few times. I've never had that great of an experience.
I just don't like the Sooners. I mean, it's just a Red River rivalry. All my life that's been imprinted in me, like growing up, So
it blows people's mind that I'm not into like football.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Kind of like at first, I thought you would have been into football. I mean, was he like a San Diego fan or something, or Raiders?
I'm not like.
I know you're from California, but
like I'm a Raiders fan, but like to be honest, I don't keep up with nobody. I don't keep up with who got drafted or I don't even know who the fucking quarterback is.
Yeah,
I can't even. To be honest, I'll just say right now, I'm probably not even a Raiders
fan. I used to love the Dallas Cowboys.
Bro, you were upset the other day because the Cowboys lost.
Yeah, but I'm not as much into it as I used to be because it seems all fake to me. Like ever since I started jiu-jitsu, every other sport that's not combat sports, like if it's not boxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA,
I don't
or anything,
even think boxing is a real sport anymore. How fake it's become with.
Well, yeah, I don't like all the influencers.
Yeah,
but like a lot of things like football, basketball, it just seems phony to me.
Yeah. Like
now I do like my Longhorns. I'm not gonna lie, like
I will watch a college game if I have the time. If I'm like, really don't have nothing to do, I'll watch a college game. Yeah, it seems more exciting. But any like major sports, like pro sports, I don't really. It seems like except for baseball.
Yeah,
I love watching baseball. Baseball is probably one of my.
I used to love playing baseball, but baseball don't seem like they're cheating as much as like the football and everything does. Like, I mean, it's a little slower pace, like. But like it's not like football is like in basketball. It's like you barely touch them now, you get fouled, and it's like, bro, like that shit annoys me. Then you got Taylor Swift out there doing demon seances for the Kansas City Chiefs to win, and you're just like, bro, I don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift. She has no titties.
She's not even that pretty,
and she looks like a demon. Like please, like let me watch football, man. And like they make it everything about everything but football now. And
I think once I quit football in high school, I was like, again, like I didn't even really want to play football. My dad got me into it. I was like, dude, this game is not even that fun.
Same.
Kind of sucks, to be honest.
I hated it because in Marble Falls they had first time in 7th grade they had the A and B teams, and all the B team was all the poor people, but we were like better than the A team. And all the A team was like the rich kids with their dads were there and stuff. And it's like, oh, I see how it is. And then 8th grade I didn't play because my grades, and then 9th grade I went to Llano and I played the second year in 9th grade because I moved over there and they lost my credits, and they put me up to varsity as a freshman, but I couldn't play because I failed a drug test. Now this is gay, like but I was like I liked football up until like I moved from Killeen and started doing jiu-jitsu. Like honestly, that's what it was, because like in Killeen, like, all of us would get together and watch it. Like the neighbor would come over and sometimes we'd go to his house and barbecue, and UFC and football we'd all get together.
Yeah.
And the neighbor always had pay-per-view UFC, so it was like, it was every other Saturday or whatever. It was dope. Everybody be barbecuing, drinking.
Me and Ashley got invited to go watch a football game today at one of our friends' houses. Now she's like, we're not really into football, so like we're just gonna pass. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, Steven doesn't want to watch it, and she's like, he doesn't really care for football. Like,
It's a breath of fresh air though sometimes to have friends that are not into football like that.
yeah,
Because like all my friends, like I have a buddy that watches. He hates the Dallas Cowboys, but he'll watch every game, even the ones I miss, and then he'll let me know how much they suck. And you're like, and sometimes he when we hit, and if the team he's rooting for loses, he won't say a word. But he'll hit me up like tonight.
usually how it goes.
Yeah, he'll hit me up and go, Dak Prescott sucks. You're like, dude, I'm not even watching right now.
Man. But yeah,
I'm really not. But like, yeah, NFL's kind of gotten lame to me. It seems like combat sports are the realest thing right now for me. You know, and I don't watch a lot of boxing just because of Jake, like you said, Jake Paul.
I think once he got into it, I think football, baseball, fuck, boxing,
Yeah,
kind of went out the window.
I would have respected him if he would have started at the bottom, like everybody else, instead of just fighting all these retired fighters and all these little people. And now he's gonna fight that little tank dude. It's like, bro, that guy's half your size. Chill out. You know what I'm saying?
But is Tank like a professional boxer?
Yeah. I mean, he might whoop Jake Paul, hopefully.
I don't know, bro.
But like, you know, like if Jake Paul would have started at the regular bottom and like worked his way up, I would have respected the shit out of him. But the dude came in.
Watch
like,
this dude's Jake's gonna win somehow in
he always
decision,
does.
or he's gonna somehow get a knockout that doesn't even look like a knockout.
And then they're gonna be like, oh, you know, like the Mike Tyson thing. That pissed me off.
Because yeah, I'm not gonna watch any more Netflix boxing shit because like that Canelo one, that shit was annoying. Like I stayed up late just to watch his ass not even really do nothing except for throw some body shots every so often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look like fucking two amateurs out there.
Any fight that's on Netflix anymore doesn't seem.
I feel like it's like sanctioned.
Yeah, it's all paid for.
You know, I used to love WWE, but like that's different. They were entertaining.
Yeah, you knew that was fake.
Yeah,
I mean, when we were younger, we didn't know it was really fake.
I took it pretty seriously.
I think that was one thing I
like Stone Cold and Eddie Guerrero were like the dudes to me. So
yeah, like I used to watch wrestling, but I wasn't like I really wasn't big into wrestling. I would watch it every so often. But.
Oh, I'd watch it and start wrestling my brothers and throw them around. My dad used to do that to me when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, he did it to my cousins too. He'd be beating up all his kids.
Damn,
fucking dick. One time he was like, "You think you can still wrestle me?" I'm like, "Dad." One time I came back from open mat and I went to his house, and he goes, "You think you can wrestle me?" I'm like, "Dad, I just got done wrestling with some fucking heavyweight motherfuckers. You have nothing on them. You're old now." But nah, it was like, you know, there's some things that are fake that are entertaining. I don't like the new wrestling now. I can't really get into it. I don't know who those people are. I know that some of the chicks are pretty hot, but like,
yeah, that's all I know.
But the old school the Attitude Era was dope. Then football, I can't get into it no more because they just piss me off with all the dumb shit. It's like the refs are like, and last year there was some refs betting on the game, and they were helping them win. I think it was Kansas City, of course. But that's why I don't like that shit no more. It's like, damn, they make it so obvious.
They made it too woke.
Yeah, and everything's too woke. They make everything so obvious now. Like, oh, by the way, we're really fucking you over, but we're going to show you we're fucking you over. It's like, oh, sweet, thank you. I come to watch this game with my friends and barbecue and talk shit, but no, we're just going to be sitting here watching some fucking two dudes look like they paint their nails, like, ooh, you know, like sissified, man. Like, God, I remember when I was a kid, man, they used to go hard, but at least I thought they did. I was that kid that my dad bought me a Troy Aikman whole suit with the pads.
Yeah.
And I wore it to school. And I got in trouble and got sent home. I used to always get in trouble for every little thing, man.
Yeah, I did too back in the day.
They were haters.
Always getting in trouble at school.
Yeah. Over some little shit that didn't even hurt nobody.
I remember one time I was wearing a fucking ball cap, dude, and they took my ball cap away from me, and I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck? Like, they're like, oh, it's against school regulations. I was like, for what, a hat? Like, and they took it away, and then I went to the principal's office, grabbed it, and then I left for the day. I was like, I'm not staying.
I've done that. One time I was leaving, I didn't even wear my hat. And in Marble Falls Middle School, I was in 6th grade, and I was walking with these 8th graders, and they all wore hats and stuff. And I had an Oakley hat that one of them had given me, and I treasured it because Oakley back then was fucking like, if you had anything with Oakley, you know what I'm saying? That was cool.
Yeah,
like
that was
Oakley, Doc Martens, American Eagle, or and Aristotle, or what was the other one? Abercrombie and Fitch. If you had
or polo.
Or polo. I used to wear a lot of South Pole, but I used to wear a lot of polo sometimes too. But like, I had like a Oakley hat that one of the older guys had given me. And it was blue. And I was leaving the school. I wasn't even off the school property yet, but I was walking across in front of the middle school, and I had got the hat and I put it on backwards, like I have this one. And I went to walk, and the principal was like, "Hey, take that hat off!" Just making a fucking scene. And I'm like, "Bro, I am a kid. I am walking home from school. I'm about to be off the school property. At least you can do." I didn't wear it inside the school. I didn't wear it in class. I had it in my locker the whole time. And he starts yelling at me, and those other kids look at me and goes, "Don't take that hat off. Fuck him." So I turned around. I was like, "Fuck you, dude," and I just ran. Next day, that motherfucker was waiting on me. Like, he had like a vendetta, Mr. Sykes. And this motherfucker waited on me until I got in that morning to go to breakfast.
Yep.
And he's like, "Come here." So
I think school's a scam.
Oh, it is.
I've said that for you. I said that when I was even in school. I think all schooling is a fucking scam, even college.
I think it was a scam because like everything I've supposedly learned in that school,
you don't remember half the shit.
I don't remember it, and most of the history was a lie.
Half the time, the teachers didn't even really care about you. Yeah. They're just there to get a fucking paycheck.
Oh yeah, there was so many times the teachers, especially my ass.
Yeah, dude, I had teachers that told me I'd be better off dead or in fucking jail.
Yeah, see, I never had one tell me I would be better off dead. I had one tell me that my future had prison bars in it.
Yeah,
and I was like in 5th grade.
I think I was a sophomore when the teacher told me that, and I was like, "Man, fuck you."
And guess what? I only been to jail once.
Dude, and then the last time I went home in May to go see my niece graduate,
yeah,
that motherfucker was still a teacher there, right?
Oh.
And he saw me, and I guess somehow he recognized me. I don't know how throughout the years, because it's been a solid. I've been out of school.
He's been following you on Instagram and stuff.
I've been out of school for almost 13 years, right? And somehow he fucking recognized my ass, and he goes, 19. He goes, "Oh, you're not in jail?" And I was like, no jail. And he was like, "I was wrong about you." And I was like, "Yeah, you were, you fucking douchebag,
fucking fruitcake."
And he was like, "You can't talk to me like that." And I was like, "You're not my fucking teacher anymore. I can talk to you however I want." And I said, "You can go get a bag of dicks. I don't give a shit." I'm sorry. I don't know how to list people. Well, one dude that listens, I know he's a teacher, Billy. But most other teachers, I can't stand teachers. They're super
cunty.
That, but they're hypocritical.
I proposed to one of my teachers in 11th grade. I found her on Facebook. I thought about adding her, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
It depends because I had some good teachers. Like I remember in 7th grade, I had this lady, Miss Mandel.
I had one.
She was awesome.
I had one when I was in elementary school, Miss Hannah.
Yeah.
She was the sweetest lady ever. She fucking cared for me. Like if I was like upset about something or whatever, like she truly cared and showed me what a teacher should be like.
Yeah.
But the older I got, the worse I saw out of teachers.
There was a handful in high school that were cool, but there were some that were just like with stereotyping.
Yeah, dude.
Like, they'd like tell me stuff like, you know, like I wouldn't amount to nothing. I had no talent and I had none of this, and like it's just like.
And I think that's what like put me over the edge of like schooling back in the day, where it's just like, man,
I hated school.
But I can't really talk about teachers nowadays because again, we're not in school. Yeah. We don't really know how teachers teach, but like back then, I don't think teachers really cared.
I remember in kindergarten, and I probably told a story on here before, but like I remember this kid called me a wetback spick. And so
you told me this like off the podcast one day.
So I went to the teacher, and she was like, it was during nap time. In kindergarten, we used to have nap time for like 30 minutes after recess. And the teacher was in there eating her salad. And I go, "Hey, Miss Brown." Her name was Miss Brown. She was an older white lady.
That's crazy that you still remember these teachers' names.
Well, the reason why I remember her name is because she was also in Mar Falls. We had colored rugs. There's rainbow rug, white rug, black rug, red rug. I was in brown rug, and with Miss Brown. And so like, and I was like, "Miss Brown, Miss Brown, so and so called me a wetback spick, and she looked at me and goes, and like, and the way her face was like, I'm trying to eat my salad, you little wetback, get the fuck out of here. But then I was like, oh, and then she goes, you know what? I'm gonna write you up for saying that word. That's not right to say those words. And so she wrote me up and sent me to the office, and she never got on to that other kid. But that's just how it was, like back in the day. Like they I don't know how if they're like that right now. Well, a lot of times, like my buddy Skyler was telling me, they were trying to teach his daughter the wrong way of 9/11. And we're not gonna. I don't want to get into it here. You know what I'm saying? But like they were telling them.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to tell me after this
what they were telling us back when 9/11 happened. So, and I was like, that's wrong.
Well, okay, look, because half the kids don't even know about 9/11.
Yeah, that's true.
They weren't. They technically they were not there.
Yeah, that was history.
This is history for them.
I was in 8th grade. I was in the middle of. I was in the principal's office, and I was in the principal's office talking to my friend Tamara Simpson, and she even remembers that. And we were both in the principal's office because we had the same class, and we were both being disrupted.
I don't remember what grade I was in, dude.
I was in 8th grade.
I think I was in 4th.
I was in 8th grade acting like a fool and a half. You know?
I think I was in 4th, dude. I don't remember. Anyways.
But yeah, like they tell everything wrong, and that's one reason why I think the school is a scam, bro. Because like everything, all history that you learn in school, when you do more research when you get older, it's all wrong.
But do you remember half the shit that they taught you in history, though?
A good bit of it. I was really good in history.
I was too, but like I don't remember.
I
think it's because I've done my own. I think it's because I've done my own research. I've always been a history geek.
Same.
I think I blocked out what they've taught me and learned on my own what was right, what's wrong.
Yeah, I remember some of the stuff they taught us, but I don't remember like a lot of it. But I do remember there was like the sugar coated version. I call.
You know what's crazy is that George W. Bush was in the history books while he was still president.
Yeah.
Like that shit blew my mind. But like it wasn't like he was still an active president at the time that they were giving us those history books, and it's like he's still president.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Like
people, like it's crazy. It seems like it was a lifetime ago, but it wasn't. I mean, I guess it was for some people.
You know, it's crazy. We're living in history right now at the exact same moment.
Yeah, yeah, we are. It's sad, but yeah, that's what they like. Those schools, they don't. I can go on all day about that, but like they teach you what they like the sugar coated version, and most of the teachers that went to college are all taught like how do I put it? They're all taught the sugar coated version too, and then if they tell the truth, they'll lose their jobs. Like you know what I'm saying, like and I just wish they'd have like instead of like algebra, for instance, they should have a class about like adulting, or they should have a class about conspiracy theories with Mr. Rivera. Me. I'd be a great teacher. I'll teach all the kids the real 9/11.
I think they need to
teach the real World War II, the real Vietnam, the real Civil War.
I think they need to teach like how to do your taxes.
Yeah.
How to file certain things. Because really, that would have been more fucking useful than
real.
Some of the shit that we were taught.
For real. Or how to like, you know what I'm saying, like save.
Or like how
crypto. No.
That too, but like how
stock market.
Yeah, stock market, bro. Like that would have been way more useful than
arithmetic or algebra.
Yeah, like algebra 2. Like, bro, half of us are fucking retarded.
Half of us barely made it through algebra 2.
I didn't make it through algebra. I think I barely. Fuck, dude. To be honest, I don't even think I got through algebra.
I got through it because of I was too smart for the special ed classes.
Oh no, I was in special ed.
My buddy Nathan was. He's like, I'm passing. I'm like, yeah, because you're in the window liquor class, dude.
Damn, dude, is that how you see me right now?
No, I'm just saying. I went in those classes, right?
No, you just said you weren't.
No, I did it first, and I was freaking hundreds and A's and like A's, all A's. And they're like, dude, you're too smart for your classes. And they put me in the regular classes, and I was just like, horrible.
See, I played it smart to where I made sure I failed just enough, but not enough at the exact same time, so I was able to stay in it for like another year.
Yeah, I should have done that.
You should have done that, dude. I remember because like when testing came around,
I barely made it through algebra, bro. Like
because I remember when the test would come around, like I'd tell my teacher at the time. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, can I go to the quiet area for this test? And I'd go to the fucking other classroom where everybody else was. That was. a little
That's what I put
slower,
down.
and I would go in there, and that teacher would be like, you know how to do this. I'm like, no, I
Not
don't.
really.
And then so basically, he or she would just give me the answers.
The algebra 2 teacher is the one I proposed to. But like, I'd always ask her for help all the time.
Yeah.
And plus, I had a crush on her, so I was like, I'm like, come on, dude, like,
I had one teacher that was.
But I would literally, I might hit that woman up. But anyway, like I would literally like ask her for help every 5 minutes because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
I think teachers back then too. Did you ever have like female teachers like rub their asses on you?
Yeah,
like they'd do like showing you like how to do it, but their asses like
she
on
used
their
to
shoulder.
like sit next to us, and she would bend down and help us. And you see like her tramp stamp and like her thong, and I was just like,
that or like they lean in front of your desk and like their fucking tits are out in front of you, and you're just like, you're not even focused on your work no more. You just have these things in front of you.
Obviously, no.
Yeah.
But I remember like we were like I would always ask for help, and like I sat next to this cheerleader.
I think that's why
I also had a crush on, but I ain't gonna say her name. But like she was like, now she has like a family and stuff like that. But like she was so hot, but she'd always help like let me copy off her test. Like she like I don't know, I guess she felt sorry for me, and she'd always like be nice to me. Like when other people were like Derek's so dumb, and she's like, hey, leave him alone.
Do you know that nowadays kids can't have their phones during school? That they have to put them in a locker.
Yeah.
And they get them at the end of the day.
That's what Skylar's oldest daughter was telling me, that she can't even have her earbuds.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what?
Damn, bro. I used to walk around with my headphones around my
neck. Like, or
I was
like,
a headphone dude.
You'd have a hoodie, but you'd put the earphone like right through the hand pocket. And
lean.
Yeah, you'd lean on it so you could still hear the music.
I used to have 2 pairs of headphones, one like those, and I had my headphones up around my neck, and I had a CD player.
Yeah, dude.
Always had a CD player on me.
Yeah. Remember when
I wear headphones all the time up until
last year. Remember the headphones? You used to like the
Jesse thought I was all
the headphones. Remember when they would skip a track?
Yeah.
And you'd have to fucking timer on the CD player for them to stop.
So many times. I had these ones where I had a timer on the CD player, and I had to put them in my pocket
a certain way.
Yeah, and like they had a hold right here, and if I moved, they would go out.
Yeah. And kids nowadays don't know the struggle that
dude, that struggle of like,
and like that was all before Bluetooth earphones.
Those wired headphones were hell,
bro. And if you dropped your phone, it'd fucking pull the earbuds right out of your ear, and it hurt so bad.
We had CD players in my day, but
I
did get a phone. I did get a phone.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Yeah. Like if you dropped it, the CD player started first, but I'm just saying like the CD player or your phone. If you dropped one of the two, if I could rip them right out of your ear.
My phone I had in school was a phone that couldn't even put music on it.
Yeah,
and it had them. It was a Nokia brick.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And it was like a prepaid one from the Dollar General here in Kingsland, and I'd buy $20 cards.
I think I had Cricket when Cricket was.
I have Cricket right now.
But that was when Cricket first started.
Yeah.
And I remember telling my mom, like,
Cricket used to only be in the cities.
Yeah, and then I tell my mom, like, Mom, I need minutes. She's like, you know how expensive those minutes are? I'm like, yeah, I know, but like,
I'll take you way back. There's a company called Alltel.
Yeah,
and that was my first Razor phone was on Alltel.
I didn't have Alltel. My sisters did.
I'm like, can I get a $30 Alltel card?
Every week. And then my sisters had that for like a little bit, and then it was like then Cricket came. Yeah, then Cricket came, and it was supposed to be a little bit better. And then
I remember like Cricket was like a big city.
What was the phone? The Sidekick.
Yeah, I had those at one point.
Damn, dude, I miss having one of those because like you'd be bored in school. You just flick your fucking phone open for no reason.
I had one of those, and that's when I had I had Boost Mobile.
Yeah. So, no, Virgin Mobile.
Yeah, that one too. My brother had that one. I just remember like the Cricket phones didn't work out here.
Nah, yeah.
Our boy from
if you lived out in the country, Cricket was like a no phone zone area.
Yeah, like my brother's homeboy from Dallas came down one time. He's like, yeah, my Cricket phones. He was telling us how great it was. And I'm like, dude, it's not even like he couldn't even work. He had to use my phone to call for his people to come pick him up and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Remember landlines?
Yeah. I remember my brother, like he was I'm not gonna say which brother, but he was a pharmaceutical salesman, and he had 2 phones. And one you had to text him on,
and one you had to call him on,
and then one you got to call him on. But the calling one was for family and for non-customers, and the texting one was for customers
only.
And so, like, if you wanted to be a customer, even if you're a family, you still had to text that number. But hey, man, I need this.
So and so, yeah.
But like, yeah, that was crazy.
I remember growing up and having landlines and like calling my cousin, and his mom would pick up and be like, "Yo, can so and so hang out today?" Yeah.
Yeah, we used to get Jay's mom to call my mom and be like, "Can Derek come over and spend the night?"
Yeah.
She's like, after he does the dishes.
Yep.
So
I remember my sisters
or my stepdad would listen on the other phone.
My sisters had one phone in the room. My brothers had the phone in the other room, and then you had the main one in the living room.
Yeah.
But my sisters had like a green one, and my brothers had like a blue colored phone. And like I remember one time I picked up the phone to call my cousin, and I'm just listening to my brother and his girlfriend at the time like sexting over the phone, and I was like, "The hell is going on this phone call?" And like I put it down, and I'll never forget that conversation, dude. Like that was the most disturbing conversation I've ever heard.
It was like my stepdad one time. Me and my buddy Todd came over, and we were calling these chicks to come meet us halfway. And I was like, oh, we were talking on the phone. I was like, I can't wait to see you. I'm going to lick your titties. I'm talking all this shit, I'm like 16, 17. And my stepdad's like, is that the same mouth you kiss your mother with? And everybody went quiet. We're like, oh. He's like, get your ass off my damn phone licking titties.
Dude, I miss landlines, man. I think I can remember mine, but like not the last like two numbers.
My grandpa's old one in Marble Falls. 693-55957.
Yeah.
I mean, it's off, but I remember that was his old
number. It still gives up the address.
Well, no, he don't have the same address anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it was he lives somewhere else now. But like,
remember Yellow Books?
Yes. I never understood the phone book.
Really?
The phone book was confusing, and they used to have a phone with a fucking that you spin.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hated that damn phone. Like
my grandma had one of those, my Mexican grandma, and I was like, I didn't know how to use it for a little bit, and then I figured it out.
My white grandma and my Mexican grandma had. Then they finally got one where you type in the numbers. I was like, well, thank God you're in the freaking at least in the 20th century now.
Yeah.
Freaking 1930s phone over there where you spin it. I like that phone. Well, I don't. Had a long ass cord too.
Dude, growing up in the like late 90s, early 2000s was such a crazy year, man.
Oh yeah. The early 90s wasn't. I barely remember it.
I can't say the early 90s because I was born in the middle. I can remember the 80s. I can remember the ending of the 90s, going into the 2000s, of course. But before that, I wasn't even born yet. So
I just know like the early 90s was. What I remember of it was like freaking weird. Like it was just like they had like a lot of like in Marble Falls, everybody knew everybody kind of thing. And I remember I'd go outside at 3:00 in the morning and play, and they'd call my mom and tell on me and shit. People like they wouldn't even say nothing to you. You didn't. Oh, your son's outside playing at 3 a.m. And stuff like that. And I remember my first beer was a Zima. I stole from my parents. Got drunk off 3 of them bitches, and I was wasted. And I had to go to school.
I think my first beer was Coors Light, dude. I think my brother gave it to me. Yeah, I was 14.
Mine was
I think I was 14. I was at a high school party with this motherfucker.
Nice.
And like everybody was like, "Oh, drink this," and I was like, "I don't drink." And my brother was like, "If you're gonna hang out with me, you need to stop being a little bitch." And like handed me the fucking Coors Light, and like I think I never stopped. I never tried a different drink besides Coors Light until I hit like way older.
Banquet's
it was Coors Light and Jack Daniels. Is the first two that I like. Liquor wise was Jack Daniels. Mm-hmm. Beer wise was Coors Light.
That's what when I was 15, the first one I had Jack Daniels. But I had Crown before that. But like I started drinking when I was like 8 years old, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
30 years ago. And that's when I was doing the Zimos and stuff. My parents would pass out and I'd go steal beer and shit. But I never did alcohol, like liquor until like I was a teenager. I remember this guy was trying to bang my friend's mom. And me and my friend were there and she's like, I gotta get them out of the way. So what he did was he bought an 18-pack of fucking Coors Light. And then he bought a fucking big ass bottle of Jack. And he said, save me 2 shots out of that bottle and save me 2 beers. And we didn't even drink the whole thing of beer. It was like a 24-pack.
Damn.
And we got drunk and we drank more than half the bottle of Jack.
Hey, do they still make 30 packs?
Yeah,
I don't
for
see
some
them.
beers.
I don't see them very often anymore.
Like I don't see them very often either. But like even though I work at a liquor store, I've seen some that are like 24 packs.
Yeah, because I remember a couple years ago before I moved to Texas, like I was buying 30 packs
Mm-hmm.
all the time, and then when I
right before our hot top sellers.
Yeah, and then right before I moved, I stopped seeing a lot of them. I'm like, do they not make? They only make 24s?
I know that's all we're getting, 24. Maybe.
Except for the only one that comes in 30s are Keystone.
Yeah. Keystone.
Dude, Keystone. Hey,
I used to know a man that drank a 30 pack of Keystone a day.
My buddy James.
Really?
The motherfucker will down a 30 pack by himself.
This old man would he'd wake up in the morning. Well, he'd drink about 25 a day. Then he'd wake up in the morning for breakfast. He'd have 5 Keystones. And then he'd take a couple of shots of vodka.
That's James, dude.
Yeah. I can do it.
Anybody can do that.
But it's like Keystone makes me have diarrhea.
Dude. Our saying is, it's right here, Pop Belly Stallion, dude.
Pop Belly Stallion.
Me and James would always say there's always a pork chop in every can.
Why?
Because in the amount of times that you drink a Keystone, there's so many calories and carbs inside there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as if you're eating.
I can see that.
So it was like to the point. It was to the point to where me and him wouldn't eat anymore. It was just me and him drinking. Because we're like, oh fuck it, we're eating at the same time we're drinking.
Yeah. Me and Jay used to do stuff like that. I know there was a beer. I think the worst beer I ever had was Natural Light.
Ooh, that one's so gross.
Natty. The Natty Daddies.
I can't even do Mad Dog.
Oh, the Mad Dog had me in a pasture one time with cow shit all over me, missing one of my shoes, and fucking cactus in my ass.
Mad Dog is so good, dude. I remember the original Four Locos.
Oh yeah, me too.
When they were actually killing people.
Yeah. I remember
it's not funny, but it's just funny.
There used to be one called Juice.
Yeah. But there was no flavor. There was like the single
malt.
Yeah, and like people were just getting. I remember I drank 1 or 2, and I was like, dude, I don't know how the fuck we're doing this.
I remember I drank four Locos one time back to back, and I was like, and my buddy Jay picked me up because they used to pick me up every time I had a day off, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna drink these before I go to their house. I don't want to act unruly, and I was throwing up when they pulled up. And they're like, "How many did you have?" I said 4. He goes, oh, "That's it." And that's before he drank. Like he didn't start drinking until he was like 25 or 26. That's before he drank, and he was like, "That's it." I said, "Bro, the 4 Locos." And his big brother Michael goes, "Oh, those are dangerous, bro. You need to stop that." Because I drink like 2 a night, and then I was like, "I'm gonna do 4 tonight."
Yeah, and
less than an hour, I downed 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 Locos back in the day.
Ugh.
Them things would kill you, literally kill you.
I thought it was gonna kill me. Your boy was about to die. I was about to, like, 4 Locos and Juices. Juices were another one that, like, I remember I had those one time and I threw up and they came through my nose. And after that, I didn't touch them ever again. 2 of them sat in my fridge for like fucking 2 months for my buddy Stubbs to drink them.
That was with me with Jack. One night I got tore up on Jack, dude. I think I finished the whole, like, not a handle, but what's the one below a handle? A liter, dude. I think I drank the whole liter to myself.
I've done that.
And I remember going home. Like, I walked home because I was like here from like the end of the street. So I was able to just walk home. But I remember Ashley was pissed, bro. I had hiccuped the whole night. I just kept like talking because I was just so fucking gone. And then I woke up the next day, horrible headache, and I was like, dude, I'm never drinking Jack again. Now I can't stand the smell of Jack.
See, I'm the same way. Like my buddy Skylar, his wife was always like, "I like Jack," and I'm like, She had like a shot and she tried to give it to me. I was like, "Nah."
See, I can down a whole bottle of Crown by myself or Pendleton.
Same, I love Crown.
And still drink them the next day or whatever. But Jack,
Weller 12.
Jack, no, I can't.
I like I remember that Jack that one time, and my girlfriend at the time punched me in the face. I was just acting, and I don't act obnoxious like that. I've been acting obnoxious like this since I was 20 years old. I could handle my alcohol. But that night I was like, oh, I don't know what I was doing. And I'll keep on getting in her face. I'm like, what? And she hit me. And I remember throwing up, and I remember sleeping on the porch.
Yep.
With throw up all over my shirt. That's not fun. Like, I don't know, but I've been drinking like, I've been drinking like a week almost.
Oh, that's good.
That's good for me. That one lady that took me on a date, she said, I can afford you. After a while, she's like 12 beers later. She's looking at me. She's like, "How can you do this?" She was trying to keep up with me, but she couldn't. And I was just like, "Dude, I said, it was Dos Equis, so like I love Dos. You know, I like Dos Equis, Miller, and
Dude,
Modelo."
It's just
and
funny because I never drank Dos until I moved to Texas, dude.
I never drank
Until I met Jesse and like started really drinking with Jesse.
Yeah.
Now that's all I drink, dude.
My brothers used to drink Dos like crazy.
Dos is good, man. Especially if you get 2 limes.
Mm-hmm.
2 limes and
That's what they put a lime and some salt on it.
Like a half salted rim.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Now it's time to get sexy.
Yeah, like last week, dude? I think last week we got off of work early, dude. Me and my buddy Bobby, we went in at 2, got off at 10. Dude, we went to Putters and Gutters. We're the only people in Putters and Gutters, dude.
I still haven't been in there.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, we were the only people in Putters and Gutters besides people with like special needs.
Yeah.
They were bowling there.
So it was mostly my family.
And so we're like, hey, let's get, we'll get a pitcher of beer, and the lady goes, you guys know it's 10:30 in the morning, right? We're like, yeah, we know it is. We just got off of work. And she's like, all right, I guess. So she fucking brings us a pitcher, and we pound it, and then we get another one. She's like, what do you guys do for work that you guys are drinking this early in the morning? And we told her, and she was like, oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I was just a little concerned that you guys are drinking this early, but and she goes, "Now I know what you do for work. It makes total sense." But yeah, we're the only people in there drinking beer at 10:30 in the morning, dude.
That was like when I went to Julie's one time. My cousin used to own Julie's in Cottonwood.
Yeah.
And that restaurant. And I went in there one time, and like we were about to go to work, and we were helping my dad that day wash cars. And me and my sister-in-law Brittany's dad were the only ones ordering beer with our breakfast. And they're like, "You guys do know it's 8 a.m." I'm like, "I know what time it is."
Yep.
And that old man goes, "We're alcoholics, dude." He goes, "We're about to go to work." She's like, "Oh." But I'm glad we did. It was fun.
Oh, man.
We didn't touch on none of my topics, which is pretty cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of. I don't even want to do questions.
Yeah.
I appreciate Seth and Casey are the only 2.
Did they send questions in?
No, I didn't do the thing because.
Yeah, I was like,
it's only them 2, and it kind of sucks that nobody like. Though people will look at it on Instagram, but it's like, as you can tell, me and you just ramble on.
Yeah, which was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's dope. You know, like.
I mean, we can touch on some of your subjects.
Well, one of the ones I was going to touch on is UFC BJJ 3 is October 2nd at 8
Dude, I still haven't even watched the second season of it, bro.
The first one.
I watched the very first very first one.
I liked the first one because they had episodes where they all got to kind of know each other.
Yeah.
The second one was just like a 3 or 4 hour long event where it was like UFC, and this one's going to be the same way. But I do kind of wish they'd have a show where they had like the guys that were living in the dorm or something together. Like,
so it's not like the first one?
Yeah, it's not like the first season. They're just like events. And I looked it up because I was like, damn, dude, like, are they going to have like a season like this one, like 8 episodes, you know? Nope, they didn't. But like the cool thing about that one was I think they just wanted to get it knocked out because they played it all in 1 week. Which, you know, I kind of nerd out about it, you know what I'm saying? But like.
Tylenolism?
Yeah, the Tylenol. You know, they're talking about how Tylenol is leading people autism. And I don't believe that because my mom took it when she was pregnant and with me.
Me and you are both retarded.
And I'm just fine.
No, we're not.
But the messed up part is like, I asked my mom. I asked her, I said, "Mom, did you take Tylenol when you were pregnant with me?" She goes, "I don't remember. I think only when I was hungover."
I think I'm going to have to ask my mom.
You know? Nah, she said she didn't remember. My mom didn't drink while she was pregnant with me, I don't think. You know, if she did.
I don't even remember what my mom. I mean, I wasn't born yet, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure she did. And
I'm pretty sure she dropped me.
I'm 100% sure my mom dropped me a few times
I
when I was little.
Across the room, honestly.
But I know me and you are not normal. We're fucking definitely special.
Yeah, I do have obsessive. Like, I do get obsessive over jiu-jitsu, and I do get obsessive over.
I get obsessive, yeah.
You know, if I'm into something, I get like into it. You know.
And I think that's why, like, I'm so hooked on doing this new paintball shit. Because it's like my mind's like, oh, it's something new.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna dive way too far into this new thing, but I can't. In my mind, I'm already going to start something new, so I can't stop my brain from thinking about it now. And I think that's why I need to do this, and then eventually I'll see something about jiu-jitsu, and then it's like, boom, my mind switches again and goes into that.
Exactly. That's kind of how I feel. That's why, like, even when I'm not going to class a lot, because a lot of people are like, dude, you don't even go to class as much as us. You're not obsessed. I'm like, dude, I'm watching videos all day long. Last night, at least for 5 hours, I watched jiu-jitsu videos.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, you know, then I go to, like, we can't make it to town. I go to Skylar's house and train with him.
Well, that's like,
you know,
with me and Nikki team.
Yeah.
Like, I will go for one brand for the longest time, and it's like somebody will give me a different brand, and then it's like, boom, I'll have that
That's
brand.
me with like beer, whiskey,
yeah,
nicotine.
Dude, even TV shows.
TV shows, like, and I would learn so much about the TV show, like Sons of Anarchy, for instance.
See, I'm watching The Punisher.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
I've seen The Punisher, but for some reason I don't remember any of them. I've watched it, but like some of them, I'm like, I don't remember this. Like, so it feels new for me again.
Yeah.
And then like Sons of Anarchy,
you miss, like, because that's like Sons of Anarchy. I had to watch it like 3 times before I caught a lot of things.
And that's where, like, after I'm done watching Punisher, I'm like my mindset. I'm already started watching Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
like, I haven't started it, but
that's like one of my favorite shows. Sadly, I could tell you stuff about Sons of Anarchy that normal people don't know.
Yeah,
it's just because
that's just like with me and Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
I've watched that show probably 8 times.
Yeah, that's how I'm with Sons.
8 times. I've watched that whole fucking series 8 times, and I will rewatch it again if I have to.
That's what I'm doing with Sons. Right now, I'm watching it slowly. Like, I haven't watched the episode in like 2 weeks, but like I'll go back to it in a little bit, and you know, but I love like that show and Sopranos. I could tell you a lot about Sopranos.
I never watched that. My dad did.
Yeah, that show was. Only reason why I started watching it was like after I got out of school, I moved in with my buddy Nathan, and his brother and sisters watched it. They had the DVDs, and it was like right when it first came out, the DVDs did. And my stepdad and my mom used to watch it, but they never let me watch it. And I'm like, what's the deal with this show? What's the deal with this show? And I started watching it. I just got into it.
I know. I've heard it's probably one of the best shows out there for like mafia styles. And it's like right there next to Breaking Bad. I've heard.
Yeah, that Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, they all were in that same little era. Like, you know, Sopranos started that era. Think about it. Sopranos started in like 1999 to like 2007, I think.
And then it was like
Sons of Anarchy 2007 to like 2014, and Breaking Bad was in between that.
Yep.
And those shows were just like, damn, like because they were kind of realistic.
Yeah.
Even though like I've been friends with MC members. I've hung out at a clubhouse before. It's not really like Sons of Anarchy. Like, no one gets shot. Yeah, fights do break out. I was one of the ones who got into a fight, allegedly. But
I don't think you'd say allegedly. Nobody's gonna know what MC you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. And like, you know, and like I was cool with these dudes, and like, yeah, part of me wanted to say, "Can I be one of y'all?" But I didn't have a motorcycle, and I moved back down here. But I was like, you know, they do over exaggerate a lot of it. I don't know about the mafia.
Well, again, it is
TV.
It is TV, so they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the mic's died, but yeah, like I was saying, I get so obsessed with shows. I'll like watch the main character's development and stuff, and I'll talk about it to people, and like it's pretty crazy. But the next show I want to get into is Yellowstone. I've only seen the first season.
Oh, I've watched all the way to the end.
And like so far, like, you know, I fuck with, you know, like there's a few characters I really like on Yellowstone, or I did in the first season. You can probably guess who they are, you know what I'm saying? Walker and Rip, but I like the whole branding of the, you know, but anyway, yeah, I'd probably get into that, and I'd probably do research on it, and before I know things about it that only behind the scenes knows, because I'm a weirdo. That's how I get with a lot of things, dude. I just get obsessed, and maybe that might be autism. I don't know. But yeah, that was just one of the subjects I was going to bring up, you know. Like, I was just going to throw a small joke in there. Because I always write down my little jokes when I think about them, you know, even though I can read it sometimes.
How does that say partnership?
Yeah, well, Craig Jones ended his partnership with Oscar and Frank Eyewear, because they're using more likeness and a lot of likeness and images of him that he didn't approve of.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And also, I was also going to talk about how reason why I found out the reason why Gordon Ryan was talking so much shit about CGI too was when New Wave and B Team kind of tied. Their secret investor kind of pulled out and said, no, it was all B Team. And so New Wave didn't get the $1 million, which, that was one thing I was going to talk about too. But I was just looking for stuff last night because I was like, damn, we're not going to talk about it tomorrow. Because I went 2 weeks without looking up research, except for like BJJ UFC 3.
But again, I think most people like listening because we talk about everything on the fucking stuff.
Yeah.
It could be the most stupidest shit, and we still talk about it.
That's what I hope. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, because if you made a podcast just about jiu-jitsu, you would have to like literally, I don't know, like it'd be kind of hard to find jiu-jitsu news
constantly.
Yeah, I guess you have to be like
nobody else is talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because they're like, the jiu-jitsu podcast I listen to, BJJ Balance or whatever. Like they talk about almost everything. She's like, I can't talk about that. They talked about it already.
I mean, you can talk about it, but you'd have to make it about your own opinion.
Yeah,
like you can't go off exactly what they said.
That's the problem I used to have with the Derek Rivera show and the Tim Dillon show. Another podcast I like to listen to about a fat comedian.
Yeah,
and he talks about the politics a lot, like I do. But then, like I was like, dude, he covered the same subject I did.
Well, you can still talk. It's just like going into a restaurant ordering the same shit that your friend ordered.
Yeah. But I always feel like I'm trying to, like, since they're more famous, I'm, saying, they feel like people like always copying them. Even though both podcasts come out a day before each one of those podcasts, by the way. But, we also record probably about the same time.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Still, it's like.
I think if you think about it, they're just not getting ready to record their podcast.
Yeah.
I should probably call Kenny.
That's pretty dope.
And get more information off him.
Mm-hmm.
You want to end it? Oh
yeah, I'm down. I mean, definitely down. I'm glad we got a good podcast in. It wasn't too hot today. And,
nice.
We did a little extra long one for y'all since we weren't here last week, and both had different obligations. I was down on my back, and Steven was
at a work party.
At a work party, having a good time. Hopefully.
I was just sitting in a pool, fucking enjoying the sun.
You're pulling a Derek. Where I'm in public places, you ever notice I just be in the background? Like,
yeah. I was talking to this guy, which is funny because his name is Steven too.
The Stevens.
We were talking about like shrooms and who's hallucinogenic drugs.
Some guy came up to my job last week and asked if I had cocaine or shrooms. And then an hour before that, another guy asked me if I had coke. And then Friday, some lady asked me if I could find coke for her. Do I look like I do fucking cocaine? Don't answer that. But, like, do I look like I'm a fucking coke salesman? Come on now. I guess I should be. I've been making money. But.
Maybe they're undercovers and they're just trying to...
That's what like, the first guy that asked me, he looked coppish. The second one had white under his nose, and he was like, I'm willing to pay $200, and he's all shaking. So, like, I don't know. But, it's still at the same time, they all kind of look coppish to me. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah, they're probably just trying to do a sting, see if they can get you.
See if they can take a Mexican pill.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to get off.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate everything. Appreciate the listens, the follows. So, catch you guys on the next one. Derek, you have anything?
Oh, yeah, man. Just keep on chug-lugging, and if you're taking a break from jiu-jitsu like we are, don't feel too bad. Just know maybe a break's in order because you don't want to push yourself when you're – it's always good to have a hobby to keep yourself occupied, especially if you're an addict like myself. But, if you're taking a break from jiu-jitsu, don't push yourself to go if you don't feel like going because then you get to where you resent something that's cool as jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like me, I go for counseling and also to enjoy it. But if I don't feel like I want to go, I just don't go. Just because I don't want to, get to where I just dislike or feel like I have to go. You don't want to be like that. So, yeah, guys, thank you guys for listening, man. I am so appreciative. And like I said, check out the merch, man. Check out the T-shirts. For every $1,000 we make, we'll donate $5 to the homeless out here in Kingsland, Texas. And Austin, Texas as well. And also that guy that lived in the Taco Bell bathroom with a needle in his arm. I think they need to pick him up. He's turning a little blue. But anyway, So, guys, thank you very much for listening. And yeah, I do appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, and big shout out to Jesse and BK, man, for
opening their gym. We're proud of you
Yes.
guys. We love
For
you
real.
guys. And kick ass out there and
Hell
run
yeah.
passes.
you guys are heroes, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the trailblazers. Oats.